back on Saxlingham, back in the harvester, and back on field 16. Welcome everybody, I hope you all are doing very well. I hope you liked a little more different intro that I did here on Saxlingham. The harvest here is done, but there is a little but. And I'm gonna show you that in a little second. Up at the BGA, we got some sugar beet cut to deliver to the BGA, and I have also sold one of the bunker silos up there. I didn't got any money for that. And then I do also have placed down a sell point. I think it suits very, very well. I must admit that. So we are done. I think we're just gonna take this guy here to the silo. As you probably saw in the montage, it works just like a charm. What I'm gonna show you now is I have taken some more loan. Yeah, I couldn't resist. Look at this in a little second here. I just need to get out from this area. I don't think I need to detach the header, but I don't know. I hope that I could avoid that. Yeah, I think we are good. Look at that field. I couldn't resist, guys. I had to buy it. I had to buy this field, you know? So, we're gonna harvest this as well. But, of course, we're not gonna do the cinematic here. I'm just gonna let those guys do the things, of course. I just want to do this because I don't want this draw sword in here on this field because we got a lot of straw right now. So we're gonna say this field, and no, you know what? I want this start point. I want the start point up here, so I need to drive into the field. There we go. That is how we're gonna do it. I have placed down a little ramp up at the BGA. You probably saw that on the thumbnail, I think. We're gonna make some total mixed ration. We're gonna put some more, there we go, some more silage up to the production. And then I think we also gonna sell a little bit of silage. I think we're good there. Yes, we are certainly good. That is amazing, and we are shredding the straw as we should. And yeah, this is an oat field. I'm gonna drive also the oat here into my silo because we're gonna sell it all. I think it was November. Yeah, probably. So there we go. And this guy in front of us will drive down to field 17 and they will do the things down there, and he gonna deliver all the oat up in my silo. That is amazing. Right here we got the forks on the tractor because we gonna make some total mixed ration. Look at this. That is pretty darn awesome. As far as I remember, we could have 20,000 liters of silage, 20,000 liters of hay, and 5,000 liters of straw, I think. So we're gonna look into that. I just need to find the point for taking out the stuff. I think I need to replace that ramp right there. It is just in the spawn point. Let me see where to put that. Yep, this works perfect. Look at that, look at that. And this will be a ramp that I can remove and place again when I need it. There we go. That was 8,000 liters. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take one more bale on 8,000, so we got 16,000 in total, and then we can put in some silage and maybe also some straw, or not maybe, we need to do some straw as well. Oh, oops. Totally realistic. So there we go. That much hay, 16,000 liters, and then we're gonna take this one here, turn on the beacons, always beacons, right? Let's see, that was the first 10,000 liters. We need 2 bucket loads. I hope we can do the recipe so we don't have to split up any bales, but I really don't know. Now look at this. Look at this. It is a heavy duty. Nice. Oh yeah. I need to turn on this so we can follow along with the mix. So much better this. Look at that. So right now we do got some total mixed ration, but we can do one more load of silage as far as I can see. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I hope this will work as it should. And then we can take, with the harvesters done, we can take the big trailer and we can properly drive one more load up to the BGA. I just have to see that maybe we can, because the little trailer we got, it is up at the BGA still with sugar beets in it. Now look at that. Should we now try to put in some straw? I'm just sitting and consider at the same time to turn off my PC because it is heavy thunder outside. I don't like to have my PC turned on for that, but on the other hand, I also want to do this. I don't hope you can hear the thunder outside. Now can I take some... Why do I have so many hay bales out? I think I've pressed the wrong button. Let's see if we can... Uh-oh, we got too much hay, that's for sure. Okay, I think I solved it. I have put a lot of hay inside the shed again. Now we're gonna take this straw bale and we're gonna put it up in the mixer to see how that will work. Can I drive this way around? Yeah, I think I can do that. And how did I got 860? Yeah, I got 2 hay bales in here. Okay. I want to be able to take it up again. That is... Oh boy. There we go. Okay. So let's see. The mix here is okay for now. Can we take it all? Are we full? No. Are we full, guys? Let me see that here. 45,000 liters of total mixed ration. We got it. That is amazing. I'm gonna fill up down at the cows. And then I will fill up the trailer so we got for one load of silage here. Not silage, but total mixed ration. Here we go. And then we can get rid of the rest of the silage. Yeah. We're gonna unload to see how much they're gonna take. I'm a little bit... I think they would take it all. Yeah. No. Okay. We are good there. Let us just check. Should we do that? Yeah. 60,000 liters. They got straw. We got manure slurry, milk, and so on and so forth. That is good. Okay. So I'm gonna fill this up. So we got some silage again, not silage, but total mixed ration, Mike. And then we're gonna take care of the BGA afterwards. So let's drive down to the BGA. We got a full load of total mixed ration in the trailer and the ramp is put away. So everything is good. We are baling in there and the harvest is going very good as well. So everything is under control. The cornfield in there to the left needs some herbicide. I just discovered there is weed in that, so we also need to take care of that after we are done with the BGA work here. So we got the little trailer with sugar beets. I don't know if we are able to empty that trailer, but I do hope that a lot. And maybe this tractor here is a little bit, the saddle track is a little bit big for this job, but that is the only that was available right now to us, so I'm not gonna complain over that. Right here we got the BGA, and down here we got our production, and now you can see the bunker silo are sold. It was right here. Let's go outside. It was right there, and now we got a sell point. I think this sell point, they sell everything, is it? The containers, it suits very good to the containers we got up there, so yeah, that is the reason why I did that. And then we got a sell point down here. That is pretty darn convenient for sure. If there is not space enough for those sugar beets, we're just gonna sell them, of course. There we go. Man, I like this saddle track here. It's almost like a combination of a tractor and a combine. Now, let's see what we can do here, if we can make any troubles. We got a full load, so... And I've not checked recently if there is space enough for everything, but it seems like that, doesn't it? Yeah. Almost, guys. We're gonna sell this because we really need to bring some cut sugar beet up to the BGA, I think. There we go, look at that. And now my sell point over here should just work out of the box. Yes, no problem at all. 800 liters. That is 416 bucks. Nice. So let's see what we can do here. Should we take it out? Yeah, I think this must be the out point for cut sugar beets, right? Manure? Nope. Stones, pig food, lime. Okay. Sugar beet cut, yeah. But we cannot take sugar beet out here. Okay. But that's okay. Sugar beet cut. Let's do that. I think we can have 2 loads up at the BGA. Maybe 2.5 loads. And then we can try to sell a little bit, maybe. That was 22,500 liters. I would like to be able not to drive this way if I could do something. But that, I don't know. Is a little bit tight down here for this big machine here, but that's okay. Then we got 2 bunker silos up there. I think we're gonna use them when we're gonna have the corn. When we're gonna chop the corn, I don't know yet. Because we also do have our grass fields ready to cut again. That was the first load. And yes, I know we got a big debt, a big loan in the bank, but I think actually we are doing pretty good anyway. I think it's quite satisfying, you know, to do this and know the harvesting is just going on, and is as it's supposed to be. I think it's quite neat actually. I like it a lot. Man, it's Saturday today. It's Saturday the 23rd of 23rd, I think it calls. Sorry. 23rd of August. The time is 10 a.m. and it is heavy thunder outside, and I need to go to my sister's 50 years birthday today. So are we already full? Uh-oh, that was not much. Should it be cut? No, we can have 1 million liters. Yeah. No, that's not it. Yeah, we've... Okay. Okay. Yeah, we got 186,000 liters of Digestate, so we got plenty of that. I want to have one of those... I don't know what they're called, but you know, one of those containers you can have in the edge of the field with slurry or Digestate. But now we're gonna try to sell almost a load of hot sugar beet here and see what we're gonna get for that. There we go. It should be okay, around 600 per 1,000 liters. So I will say 10,000 maybe. Am I that lucky? I don't know. 13,000. Okay, that was good. We can take our little trailer with us back, and we do have... Oh, I forgot to check that, guys. Sorry. Silage. Yeah, we can have 100,000 liters of silage up here, so that is too low with the big trailer. I don't want to drive 5 times, 4 times with this. So that is what we gonna do. We are making bales on the field, and that is because I want to collect the bales so we can spread some Digestate out there with this saddle track, so we can see it works as it should. Nice. And then I think this one can have narrow tires, so we can spread some herbicide as well. We also need to do that, but I want actually the little tractor to do that while we are fertilizing the field in there when the baling is done. So I'm gonna let the workers continue. I'm gonna take a little break, get a cup of coffee, and then I will get back to you when we are ready to... The baling is not good, I could see that. I will get back to you guys when everything is ready to go to put some Digestate on the field. Just a quick update, we got 51,000 liters of oat in the silo right now. The harvest is going very good. We are down, I will say 50% done. So that is amazing. Everything works as it should, and the baling is going very good over here. We got 38, 42, 43 bales now, I can see. So that is really awesome. So we are very soon ready to spread some Digestate on the field. I have a container, I will call it a container, I think. I just have to pick this bale up here. There we go. Right up there, as you probably can see, there with slurry, not slurry but with Digestate, and I have one more up at the BGA we have to fill before we're gonna start. This is 2 container I have leased because I didn't have the money to buy them, but eventually we're gonna buy them. I just have to see how much Digestate we're gonna use on one field, but I got a feeling it is a lot. And we are only spreading with 6 meters. That will also be changed in the future because it will take a long time. I know that, maybe 2.5 hours in real life. So yeah, that's the way it is, right? I'm gonna let this bale be done, and then I'm gonna collect the bales afterwards, and then I probably have some numbers for you, how many bales we got in total, and also how much oat we got in total before we can put some digestate on this field. Okay, all bales are collected. We got 48 bales. The harvest is done. We got 123,000 liters of oat, and we have 126,000 liters of canola, so that is some good numbers. I am up at the BGA because I have leased myself 2 of those containers here. The other container is down at my field, so that is good. We gonna fill this up with digestate, and the tanker itself, my digestate spreader, is already full, so that means I think it is 60,000 liters we can have in this one here, and that means that 120,000 liters plus the 30,000 liters we got in the spreader, so that is 150,000 liters. I don't know, I hope that is enough for one field. Yeah. And then we're gonna cultivate the field as well, but I think we're gonna wait with that to the next episode because I also want to drive some silage up here to the BGA. Yeah, that is basically what we're gonna do. If I have digested enough, I doubt it. I don't think I got enough, but the other field, the oat field I just bought today that we have harvested, it requires also some fertilizer, but I don't think this is enough. We need to optimize that a little bit so we know we got enough. That was 65,000 liters. Okay, so it is 160,000 liters we got in total. That is pretty darn good. There we go. This is later today in real life, so now the thunder is stopped and it is sunshine. We have a beautiful weather right now, so amazing. Gonna drive in here. There we go. This is nice. I've also prepared the little glass for some spraying job with the herbicide. Herbicide was the word I was looking for. And I think that we gonna... Oh, it's heavy, it's heavy, it's heavy. Right here we got the other container. I think we're gonna take this down near the cows so we have one in each end of the field. Yeah, that is what we're gonna do. In here I have prepared the splitter, and I have also set the ramp again and the trailer so we can put some silage up to the BGA. Yeah. And we can actually put it just behind the manure pit here. There we go. I think we should be able to do that, right? Yep, just right there. I think that is a good spot. Yeah, this is nice, guys. This is nice. Cows are doing good. Hello, cows. Let's go up to the splitter up here. I'm a little bit excited to see that in action. I have never used this before. I'd like to see this in real life. Oh, that was not perfect, Mike. Oh, all the way in there. Okay. Now this is the poo-poo train. Nice. I think this will be so darn good. Look at that. I think it looks so cool. I don't know why I think that. We only gonna split with 6 meters, so this will take some time. That's for sure. But we are here and I'm gonna put some music behind this, and then I will see you when we are done, or we are run out of Digestate. I don't know. The first field is done. And now we just need to top this up with some diesel before we're gonna set it on to the next field, because we got digested enough for that, I think. And the first cornfield, it is sprayed with herbicides, so it is all done. This is the next day. You probably can hear that on my voice because it is a little bit early in the morning. I have to stream a little bit later, so I just need to record this so it is done. The main thing we need to do today is to set this to spray Digestate on our new field we bought today, and then we're gonna fill up with some not Digestate. I got Digestate on my mind. We're gonna fill up with some silage because we have to drive 2 loads of silage over to the BGA. I have prepared everything there. I have put up my ramp again. So that is awesome. I have downloaded a mod this morning, in real life this morning, adjust spray levels so I can control a little bit how much digestate we're gonna use. We're still gonna use a lot, but we're not gonna use, you know, what it seems like way too much. So this is my my attempt to do some precision farming. There we go. We're gonna fill this up. I don't think we got that much in here, but maybe we can fill it up. Yeah, we can. That is really amazing. The next thing I'm gonna buy for this is a bigger boom, so we can spray, you know, larger area, because we are only spraying 8 meters with this. That is not that much. It took some time. I have the other container right there. So this setup here, guys, it is so cool. Just see if everything works as it should. And it seems like that. Amazing. Then we can go over to this, because I have already prepared this a lot. A lot? Can you say that? I just did. Got 55,000 liters of silage. That is pretty good, actually. As you can see there, the cornfield is sprayed. The wheat is dead. That is nice. We got poo on the field. Nice, nice, and nice. I'm gonna keep an eye on the worker with the digestate. We can deliver that back there, the container. I think we're gonna keep the other container for digestate. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. It's a good silo, can you say silo, to have in the edge of the field with 65,000 liters of digestate. I think it's a good thing. There we go. Down at the BGA here. And we go in here. We also have those places to the right where we can build some, but I don't see me use them for anything. Not just yet, at least. Now we're gonna get to this very nice part here. Oh, I like this so much. Yeah, I can unload now, but I don't want to do that. I want to go in over this bad boy here. And right there, we stop, and then we can put down the support legs in the front. We go. Look at that. Oh, yeah. This is so cool. I like this a lot. A whole dawn lot, that's for sure. And then we can put up the support legs again, drive a little bit forward, stop and get the trailer down in neutral position again. There we go. I like this so much that we're gonna do it again. Yeah. And I can also tell you that the bunker silo is now empty, and I have put the rest of the silage down at the PGA production. And then I have up at the farm, I got my other class trailer with 20,000 liters of silage, just to be sure that I have, so I can... Oh, we cannot have it all here. So we're gonna leave it here just as we did the last episode. So as you can see here, we got right here this. First of all, one thing at the time, Mike. I just want to show you everything before we end. The bunker silo is empty. We can cut some grass again, but I want it to be empty for the corn, so that can be put into chaff. But we also do got 2 bunker silos up at the BGA, so nothing to concern about. I could put all the grass up there actually. Yeah, I could do that. But I put 20,000 liters of silage in here because 20,000 liters is what we're gonna use for one load of total mixed ration. So we just got that in storage in here. I think that is the best thing to do. Here we go. Here we go. This is nice. I think this is the best way to do things. Just like that. I like to have a plan for everything. Yeah, he's still unloading. And you are not doing anything, so we can put you over here again. That is amazing. Just like that. Turn off the lights, everything. Just turn off everything. And right here we got this bad boy fertilizing the last field, and then we are done with it. Amazing stuff, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe out there until I see you again. Bye bye.